All right, Rachel, thanks a lot. Some predicted it, many expected it, others encouraged it. Tuscaloosa Mayor Walt Maddox in a run for Alabama governor. Last month, Maddox made it official, announcing his candidacy and joining a crowded field. This morning, he joins us on the CBS 42 Morning News. Welcome, Mayor Maddox, to CBS 42.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Good to have you. Well, when you made your announcement, you spoke about a crisis of leadership. What were you referring to?
Well, I mean, the last year and a half, we've seen 4 of our top leaders, Chief Justice, Governor, Speaker of the House, House Majority Leader, either leave in a cloud of shame or under indictment. We look at our state government, nearly every core function of our state is in crisis. And so we've had a crisis of leadership, and the reason why we're running for governor is we need leadership that can rebuild trust and rebuild our state government.
Well, certainly you're talking about a crisis right now. Senate candidate Roy Moore facing a crisis with at least 9 women saying that he had some type of sexual indiscretion with them when they were teenagers here in the state. Should Roy Moore stay in this race?
Well, I believe Roy Moore was disqualified long before these allegations came to surface. And certainly, I think instead of looking at Roy Moore, let's look at Doug Jones. We have an experienced candidate, an experienced prosecutor, a man that is a decent man, a good man who will not embarrass us when he takes the oath of office for the Senate. Instead of looking at Roy Moore, let's look at Doug Jones and what he's going to offer the state of Alabama and his leadership for years to come.
You led Tuscaloosa, our state's 5th largest city since 2005. Now you're running as governor. That's a tall task in this state. Can you win as a Democrat here?
Oh, absolutely.
What's the path?
Well, the pathway is continuing on results. I think Alabamians had enough of rhetoric. Rhetoric has cost us rural hospitals closing. Rhetoric has cost us roads and bridges that are unsafe. Rhetoric has cost us to continue to be 46th, 47th, 48th, and everything that matters. What people want are results, and that's what we've done in Tuscaloosa. It's results-oriented government. And as governor, that's what we're going to bring. Whether you're Republican or Democrat, we want to bring results because it's not about big government or less government, it's about effective government. And that's what we want to bring to Montgomery.
You know, I took a look at your social media accounts, and you can see in your social media accounts that you are crisscrossing the state from Mobile to Huntsville and all points in between, talking to people, getting your message out. What are the key issues in this race for governor?
Well, I think jobs are obviously the #1 issue. 600,000 Alabamians are underemployed as we speak. Healthcare is in a crisis. We've had 7 rural hospitals either close or announce their closure since 2010, and maybe even more coming. And we certainly see it in our infrastructure. 20% of our roads and bridges are functionally obsolete, which is in and of itself a dangerous situation. It also cuts off Alabama from economic development opportunities. I think people want results-oriented government. They want a leader they can trust. They want a leader that's going to tell them the truth, and they want a leader that's going to take Alabama to the next level.
Well, Mayor Maddox is going to stick around and going to do Facebook with us just after this newscast, so make sure you guys go over to Facebook. We're going to talk more since we can't get it all in now. But before we go, let's have a little fun. You've got a little wager going for the Iron Bowl with Auburn's mayor. Tell me about that.
Well, we've been doing this now for 12 years, Mayor Helm and I, and we've tried in the last few years to donate the winnings to charity. So if Alabama wins, which we fully expect, he will donate $100 to the Tuscaloosa Pre-K Initiative, and if Auburn wins, I'll donate likely $100 to the Boys and Girls Club of East Alabama.
Mayor Maddox, I like the way you said that, like we fully expect Alabama to win.
That's the expectation.
Okay. Mayor Maddox, thanks a lot. We'll talk to you a little bit more over on Facebook Live. We're going to have your top stories in a minute, but first, let's get a check of your weather and traffic together. Here's Storm Track meteorologist Ashley Gay.